Mwah. Hi, welcome to my channel, Leather Rock here. Today, we're going to do something I don't usually do. I'm going to do a makeup tutorial, and it's going to be a Christmas look, but it's not the makeup I have on now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play live on camera. Tabby Boy just left the room, but Cassie's here. We'll show you her later. But let's get to it. This time, I'm not using toilet paper or tissue or whatever I can grab. I'm actually using these things. They are by a company called Berkeley Jensen. They are apparently from BJ's, and I don't belong to any of those membership stores, so I don't know exactly where I got them. But they really do come in handy, and they feel quite luxurious compared to a lot of the other things that can be quite scratchy that I end up putting on my face. So, putting that oil, this is the oil I had from last time. I never put the lid on it because in case I contaminated it, I didn't want the germs to grow. I'm going to use this mirror here, and I'm going to take off my makeup without disturbing everything else. I have a waterproof mascara on. I was at some Christmas events earlier today, and I did some filming for my channel. And matter of fact, you guys are going to have something really special. My normal posting days are Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Well, Christmas comes on a Wednesday this year, and I have an extra special Christmas video for you that I'm going to post on Christmas Day. So look forward to that. And that's where all this makeup was for. It is so cold out. And my Wi-Fi is still not working. We seem to have a signal in the house, but for the most part, it hasn't been getting to my computer. And I know there's nothing wrong with my computer because every other Wi-Fi place I seem to be able to access without any problems. So, I was saying I wanted Wi-Fi working for my birthday. Then I was thinking I want Wi-Fi working for Christmas. Now I'm thinking, is it going to be working for New Year's? Because let me tell you, getting up, well, it doesn't change the time that I get up, but having to put really warm clothes on and go out to public places to take advantage of public Wi-Fi when you have a perfectly decent apartment that's much more comfortable than these public places where invariably you get some dirty old man to ask if you're working. I was wearing a Santa getup in Bally's Sportsbook a couple hours ago, and some dirty old man came up to me, and basically after the perfunctory, I never got to tell you what I want for Christmas, and I should have known what was coming next. He started asking, he offered to buy me a drink, and I told him I've been sober since 2004, and then he basically said some things which indicated to me that he thought that I was a hooker. And I'm wearing trousers, okay? But you know what? Some people have no filter, and they don't care that they're saying dirty, disgusting, offensive stuff. And no offense to anybody in my audience who maybe has some interesting jobs such as prostitution, but that's never anything that I ever aspired to. And at the risk of seeming like I have some holier than thou attitudes, I'm sorry, but that's something that if you have been like me and have been misconstrued as being one since you were 11 years old, it would be a sore point with you too. So, anyway, I hope I have oh yes, I forgot what foundation I was using today. Today, instead of my Better Foundations, I'm using the Color Mates Light. It's a very portable, solid makeup, and it's good for all over. And even if you use a better quality foundation for all over, this is one of my favorite eye coverings. Oh, there's no mirror I should be looking at. But this, when you want something to coat your eyes before putting on your eyeshadow, I think this is the best. Especially if you want something that is moist, stays moist, and allows your eyeshadow to really coat the eye really well. I hate it when I set things down and I don't remember where I set them. I swear, the older I get, the more the brain turns into a sieve. Alright, where is that thing? Dadgummit. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Can't find anything in this house. Oh, come on. This is really annoying me. Where the hell could I have put it? Well, the problem is that all this makeup looks alike from a distance. You know what I'm going to do? I have so much of it on this lid. I'm going to put it on this lid. And I'm going to take a look to make sure that, in fact, it looks okay. Alright, that'll have to do. Now, I set aside a palette. I wanted to find a palette that had all the Christmas colors that you typically think you would want. I thought I was going to have to use 2 palettes, but I have the perfect little palette. And I featured this on my channel only once before, and I believe it was well over a year ago. This is a palette by Nicka K Cosmetics, and it's called Perfect 10. And this is, and they have a number of the Perfect 10 series, and this is the one I got because it has a whole bunch of bright colors. And if you're like me and you like your bright, vivid makeup, you don't have time or patience for the boring neutrals, this is great. And it's so lightweight and it's so small. And matter of fact, by comparison, I will compare this with the Too Faced palette that I just showed you the other day. It's half the size. So you want something portable you can pack and stash. This is a really great palette, and this is what I'm going to feature today. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this frosty white here, which also doubles as a highlighter. I'm going to, and it has a tiny little mirror in it, and I'm going to just hit the brow bone with this white. And it's a real pearl white. It's kind of opaque, but not overly so. So if you wanted to, you could shear it out. Oh, I realized I forgot to tie my hair back, and I actually have something over here to tie it. But you know what? Maybe I won't. It's still better to get your hair out of your face when you do this. But you know what? So this is like the second day in a row that I didn't tie my hair back when doing a video like this. Oh, second color that we're going to go with. How's about this bright? There's 2 greens here. I could go with a lime green, or I could do this brighter, darker green. And I'm going to go with the brighter, darker green. And I'm going to use, this is extremely portable. Talk about portable brushes. I lost the handle on it, never could find a handle that matches. And anyway, I'm using it like it is, and it's quite suitable. Now I'm going to play with the brow bone area. And you can actually shear this out if you want. You know what? Let me get the bigger mirror, because this is really small. And this mirror is from the B&H Cosmetics Black Light Highlight palette that I use so much. See, this is kind of sheer. So I'm going to add some more. I'm not going for a subtle look. It's the holidays. And anyhow, how many subtle looks do I really like? I've featured some on my channel because I'm trying to think of my audience. But if I showcase things that are particularly normal on my channel, I'm doing it more for your guys' benefit. It's not necessarily a look that I would use too much unless, say, I've got work on a movie and I have to play a character that's much more conservative looking than myself. It's always good to have the skills to know how to do those looks, even if that's not really your style. Isn't this nice and vivid? Wow, I love it. I'll take this brush here, and you know what? I am going to have at it with the lime green. And I'm going to use this big brush here. This is supposed to be a crease brush. It's by Wet n Wild. And why they think it's a crease brush, I don't know, because it seems to me that you cannot get any kind of fine details on a big fluffy brush like this. I'm going to go in the corner just a little bit and do this with the other side. Now, since I already have the mascara on, I'm not going to bother messing with that again. So, since I did a really good job of not smearing it with the oil, when I'm done doing this, I will show you the mascara I'm using. See, I don't know if that even really shows up, but now this has quite a nice Christmassy red here. See, this is red and this is orange. This is like fuchsia and this is purple. Gonna dig into the red one, get a nice, good amount on the brush. And I'm going to, wow. Isn't this intense? And I'm going to stop right here because it's real easy to go overboard with a color like this. Do the next side. Yes, with these big brushes, it's much harder to get a good control. I'm just going to, if I wing it, I'm going to wing it very slightly. And for you who've been asking for more looks with winged eyeshadow, winged liner, I am bringing an eyeliner into the mix, so I don't want to let you guys down. Just lately, more and more, when I go out, I have been not bothering with an eyeliner or a mascara, simply because for some reason, what often ends up happening due to the moisture of my foundation and the sunblock that I wear underneath, I get marks from the eyeliner or the mascara right up here in the crease. And invariably, it's not symmetrical. It's much darker on one than on the other. And you know what it's like when you have smeared makeup, and if it's waterproof makeup and you have to correct it without messing everything up. And I'm just so sick and tired of, well, I catch a glimpse of myself in a storefront window or something, and I'm all smeared to hell. And just you go through all this effort to try to look good, and you see that you look like, I guess, a hot mess is what they say these days. And especially if I'm thinking, and invariably people are going to be taking your picture, and it isn't until after you pose for your pictures, then you see that you got all these smudges. And nobody ever says before taking a picture, oh, you might want to correct your makeup because you're looking like Alice Cooper. Nobody ever says that. Even the women, and you think that women would be looking after another woman, you know, especially if she's the one that's posing with you, you'd think she'd want you to look your best. You know. And you fellas, you never seem to notice things. No. I don't know why that is. I mean, we're expected to look presentable. We're expected to look attractive. But the little details like this, some of you guys don't seem to notice. So, okay, how does this look close up? My floors are warped, so it's easy to lose your balance. And of course, I have the cat water moved over there so I don't trip over it like I did last week. I'm gonna, oh, this brush, I love this brush so much. I think I'm going to, see, do I need some more white on here? Or do I want to, you know what? I'm going to do something that's a little unexpected. I am actually going to dip into this blue here just for something different. And I'm going to put some in between the greens. So it's going to be kind of like a transition shade, even though transition shades are usually done earlier in the makeup job as opposed to later. But this is just to give it a little bit of dimension. I don't even know if it's going to show up. This webcam, I'm getting the idea that this webcam is not the highest quality. I took some still pictures inside a real pretty church a couple hours ago today, and they really did not show up detail very well. And I've tried, I bought a better quality webcam a couple years ago. It doesn't work on this computer, unfortunately, because it only works on Windows machines. But I only used it twice because it really made my hair look blue, and that just bummed me out so much. You think you're getting better results when you spend money on something, only to be disappointed with what you see. And this was a camera, a webcam that was recommended by some of the YouTube gurus that we YouTubers watched and learned from. And I just wasn't happy with how it made me look. So, and it doesn't work on this computer, so I don't know. Eventually, when I have a Windows machine again and I learn a little bit more about video editing, then maybe I will find some workarounds about around the blue thing. So I'm sorry, I have a hang up about that. Because I know what I look like in person, and I swear any of you guys meet me in person, you will definitely see that in real life my hair is much more, it's not fuchsia, but it's much pinker than this look that you are seeing right now. And also, if I get any video shot on somebody's cell phone, the color is much more accurate. Okay. I know it's time for the eyeliner. Where is it? I set it someplace. Oh, this is the mascara that I'm using, and I was really disappointed in this, by the way. This was a more expensive of the eye mascaras I got. This was the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar X Fibers. It's waterproof. One side is a mascara primer, and the other side is a mascara itself. And it is waterproof. It still is clumpy, but as far as, even though it's supposed to have fibers, it does not make something out of nothing. And I spent more on this mascara than I have on any mascara in my life. And you guys will be laughing at me when I tell you that it was like $11 and change. And I know there's a lot more expensive mascaras than that. But I'm sorry, if I'm spending more than I'm used to spending, I expect it to be fantastic. And it wasn't. And shame on me for believing the hype. I was looking into fashion magazines, and I often cut out ideas for makeup, and I have another wall and I put things, and it's kind of like my inspiration slash shopping board. But yeah, I was not happy with that mascara, and I've been going back to the cheaper mascaras, and I'm much more happy with them. All right, where's that eyeliner? This pisses me off. I set everything aside, and I set it right here, and I don't see it now. And oh, it's in my hand. Duh. Okay, this eyeliner is a Maybelline New York Master Precise Eye Studio. I actually found this, and I know that you're not supposed to take risks with makeup that you don't know the origins of, but I took a chance, and my eyes didn't fall out. It didn't improve my vision, mind you, but my eyes didn't fall out. And I think if I would have gotten the Gunji Bungees, I would have known it by now. So, and this has a pointy tip. It's slightly flexible on the end. It's pretty good for getting a controlled point. The only thing is it's not waterproof, but it seems to be a little bit on the water resistant side, because I've noticed that I can put this on and I can go out dancing. And, when I go out dancing, I work up a sweat like anybody would. And even if my hair is plastered to my scalp because I've been dancing all night, this didn't run on me. So I would consider getting it again. But what I'm really into these days are the colored liners for under the eye. Because I really like them. And matter of fact, I think it would be better to do the mascara first and then do the under eye liner. Because otherwise mascara smudges and it covers up the colored liner, and you're basically erasing all the work that you did. Hope that showed up well. This is a lipstick I'm wearing. It's by B&H Cosmetics. It's their Cream Luxe lipstick. And if I can see the color, hold on a second. No. I thought those, oh, here they are. My Ben Franklin's. This color it's called Teamo. I'm guessing it's not Timo, it must be Tiamo. I think that must be Spanish. You guys speak Spanish, you're probably laughing at me now. Excuse me if I'm just a monoglot American. I think I speak English quite well. But these companies want to get cutesy with using foreign languages in names when they can't assume that everybody speaks more than one language. I'm not a European, and I don't make apologies, but I'm focusing on the language of my birth. And that's got to be okay for you guys. So, here is the blush palette that I'm using. This is B&H Cosmetics Special Occasion 39 color eyeshadow and blush palette. And I don't use the eyeshadows too much because they're almost all neutrals, and I just find that so dreary. But you got quite an assortment of blush here. And I'm just going to, no, I'm not going to use a finger. I'm actually going to use a brush. Because I don't want to clash with everything else here, I'm actually going to go for something kind of more on the neutral side. I'm going to use this middle color here. And now I'm reapplying because I actually do have blush and a highlighter on already. But you know what? It's Christmas time. A little more isn't going to hurt. Oh, okay. And for the highlighter, I'm going to use B&H Cosmetics Blacklight Highlight Palette. And I'm going to use this Frosty White here. And it has a name. Its name is Strobe. And I'm going to use a big fluffy blending brush from B&H Cosmetics. And I'm going to use that. Because even though I had highlighter on previously, I suppose it was a little bit more subtle because it was daytime and I was going to be filming outside and I didn't want it to glare over the camera too much. You know, it occurred to me I probably should have added more foundation to here, but I didn't do it. So don't sue me, okay? Here's the lipstick. Put this down. Because I do need more lipstick. What do you think? Do I look like I'm ready for Christmas? Well, there you have it. But the video is not over yet because I want to show you somebody. Oh, look at what I got here. I got my Cassie girl. Oh, you're going to complain. You're going to complain everybody about how I give you too much love. Oh, you're going to complain everybody about how you like to be outside in freezing cold, but I had to take you in so you would have a home. Oh, I'm such a terrible, stinky old human. My girl, my pretty Cassie girl. Okay, I hope you're having a great holiday season. And if you like this video, I encourage you to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I would like you to subscribe to my channel. I make 3 new videos a week for your viewing pleasure, and I'd love to have you along with my adventures. When you subscribe, hit that bell notification so it looks like it's ringing, and you won't miss anything. All right, all right, all right. Say bye-bye. 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 Oh, okay, okay, okay.